Welcome back to Smirk Studios. I'm Joshua, and today we're covering a great tool called Google Drive for Desktop. Let's go. Google Drive for Desktop. It's a powerful tool that turns your existing Google Drive account into a literal drive on your computer that you can access using your OS's file browser. It's really cool, and it's going to save you a ton of time. But before we can go over that, I'd like to thank Portland Community College for sponsoring this video. PCC's multimedia department offers many professional courses on video, audio, writing, photography, and even animation, drone flying, augmented reality. Each of these courses is designed to give you a professional industry standard education while also giving you access to the best network of instructors and students, some of which who are still very much plugged into the industry themselves. Check it out, link in the description below. All right, where were we? Oh yeah, Google Drive for Desktop, formerly known as Google Stream, is really easy to use, but if this is your first time, let's go over it together. If you're like me, you have a lot of video files to store. Sometimes you may need to download or share an entire gig or more of information, and the way Google Drive works is, say you get a Drive link or some files that somebody wants to share or something, maybe your instructor or even a client has a bunch of video clips they need you to edit. You would click on the link, look for the download option, and upon clicking it, you would wait. This is because Google is zipping those files up in the background before allowing the download to take place. While this does allow you to download multiple files at once, it's slow and inefficient. And we're going to show you a much better way to manage and share multiple files, no matter how big they are. Okay, so first bring up the download page. I've linked you in the description, but just in case the link breaks, you can Google download Google Drive for Desktop and you'll find it. It's almost always the first result. This is the page you should see. Go ahead and locate the download and install link right here, which will drop down a menu like so. Here you can choose to download for Windows or Mac. Click on the one that applies to you. The download should start automatically, but if for some reason it doesn't, there will be an alternative link displayed for users with this specific issue. Go ahead and click that to begin the download. Once the file finishes, navigate to your Downloads folder and open it up to begin the setup wizard. Leave the default configuration set unless you know what you're doing, and then click Install Next until everything's done. It may also have you sign in at some point during this process. So if you're referencing this video for PCC or another school, make sure you sign in with your school's email. Now you have Google Drive for Desktop. Now let's go over some basic use to get you started. Open up your file browser, and if you navigate to where your hard drives and USB drives are, you should now see a new drive called Google Drive. Mine is conveniently named G, as in Google. But you can change this in the preferences by right-clicking the system tray icon, which looks like this. Okay, back to the drive folder. If you open it up, you'll see it acts just like any USB drive would, showing you folders that work just the same way as your system works. Shared drives is exactly what it sounds like and should display any drives that you've been given shared rights to do things like upload and download files freely. This is good if your instructor or client utilizes the shared drives feature of Google Drive. Shared drives would take a whole nother video to explain, so for now, just know that that's what it is, and we can move on. Let's open up My Drive. If your Google Drive has no files, this will be completely empty. If you have been storing and organizing folders and files, they will be all displayed right here, just like they would if you had an external hard drive or something. Cool, huh? Well, that's not all. Let's drag this hunky file and maybe one more onto my desktop and see what happens. That didn't take too long, huh? Let's see what happens if I download the exact same two files from the browser version. Not only is it still not downloading, but when it finally does start, it's going to be a zipped file that we then have to extract, not to mention we also don't really get to choose where that file ends up. So it's so inefficient, so slow compared to the client version. So there you have it. The features are pretty straightforward from there, but if you do run into anything and need more information, I'm pretty good about responding to my comments. So leave me a comment and I'll do my best to get you the information you need. Thanks for watching. Join us on Twitch, Thursday through Sunday every week from 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till late for more great content. See you later.